Well, good evening to all pro wrestling fans of all shapes and sizes from all around the world. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ, Jason Ingram. So, here we are. Well, it's about that time. WrestleMania 41 is approaching. So, before I get ready to make my way to Las Vegas, totally not to attend WrestleMania 41, I figured the time is now to preview it. Because this is one of the shows that I do plan on reviewing. I don't know if I'm going to review once I get back or if there's an opening for me to do that, but I will do my best to make sure I do a review for this. So, just a heads up. I would do Stand and Deliver as well, but doesn't look like their card is even close to being finished, even though they have one more episode left. The go home is this week, so but I don't think, I might have a chance to preview that while I'm in Vegas. I will try to do my best to do that, but if not, sorry, but I will do my best. Okay, anyway, WrestleMania 41 will take place, two-night event at Allegiant Stadium, which is the Las Vegas Raiders Stadium, in Paradise / Las Vegas, Nevada. But yeah, 2 nights, about 6 or 7 matches per night. I think there's 7 for night 1, 6 for night 2, but there might be a 7th for night 2. I don't know. We'll see. But for the most part, the card is just about finalized for the most part. So, wanted to go through and give my preview for both nights. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the night 1 lineup. So, got my graphics out. Let's do this. Okay. Starting off. Alrighty. We have the World Tag Team Championships on the line. As the champions, the War Raiders of Erik and Ivar will defend against the New Day's Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Not really a match that I'm super hyped for. And for the most part, these guys are running it back from a match that they had on Raw. But and not to mention this match ended in a DQ. Ended in a DQ. And to be honest, so the War Raiders have had the tag titles since December of last year, like right in the middle of December. And they've had, and the interesting thing is they've had 4 defenses so far, and actually 2 of them have ended via disqualification. So, being that Kofi and Xavier have gotten a lot of heel heat, especially with the whole storyline that happened with them turning on Big E and pretty much supposedly exiling him from the New Day, which, I mean, you really can't do that. To be honest, part of me wouldn't be surprised if the New Day ended up winning and becoming the new WWE World Tag Team Champions. But honestly, I'll be rooting for the War Raiders. But we'll see what happens. But not really one of the matches that I'm really invested in. But I'm sure it has potential to be a good match though. Because I mean, I do like both teams for what they can do, and especially for what they can do in the ring. But I mean, that's pretty much all I got. That's pretty much all I got. Okay, let's go to our next match. All right, to the ladies. Alrighty, singles match between Jade, Cargill, and Naomi. To be honest with y'all, I could kind of see this going either way. I could see this going either way. I think Naomi's been on a little win streak, I believe, since turning heel. Or actually, no, I think she's had like maybe one or two matches. But yeah, I don't know. I thought she had a few more matches than just one or two. But yeah, honestly, I could see this one going either way. I could see it going either way. Who do I want to win? Like I said, I've never really been a Jade Cargill fan, and as a matter of fact, I believe the last match she had, she lost to Liv Morgan, if I remember correctly. But yeah, to be honest, I've never really been a fan of Jade Cargill like that. But I'm gonna go with Naomi for the win, but I think it could go either way. And you know, this was definitely a good heel turn for Naomi. And even though I'm not really much of a Jade Cargill fan, I'm actually pretty interested in this match. Just with everything that's happened up to now, and now that these two are having a match against each other, I'm very curious to see how it goes. So this is one of the matches I would say I'm pretty invested in. So, but yeah, I'm picking Naomi to get the victory. All right. How about another title match? Let's go. All right. For this one, we got the WWE United States Championship on the line. As the champion, LA Knight will defend against Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf. And I am definitely going Jacob Fatu to pick up the victory and become the new United States champion. Part of me does kind of wonder if Solo might try to help out and maybe cost him, but I think this time he's actually going to pull it off. So I'm going to say Jacob Fatu dethrones LA Knight and becomes the new WWE United States champion. Should be good. Should be really good. Here's hoping. All right. back to the ladies. Yeah, let's go back to the ladies. Alrighty. We got the WWE Women's Championship on the line. As the champion, Tiffany Stratton will defend against this year's Women's Royal Rumble winner, Charlotte Flair. To keep it real with y'all, I could really care less about this match. I'm not really big on either woman. I mean, if I had to pick one, it would be Charlotte Flair, because I don't like Tiffany Stratton. I think she has great in-ring ability, but I've never been a fan of Tiffany Stratton, to keep it real with y'all. And I'm really just not interested in the match. But I believe if Charlotte wins, this would, I believe, give her 17th Women's Championship. I believe. Hold up. Let me make sure that's correct. Because I think... Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. $16. Yeah. I believe this would actually... Yeah. I believe this would actually give her 17th Women's Championship. So, well, I could see that end up happening then. But yeah, not really interested in this match, to be honest with you. But if I had to pick one, Charlotte Flair dethrones Tiffy time. But anyway, next up, here we go. Alright, we got Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. The fact that this is even a match at WrestleMania is freaking stupid. Like, really? Mysterio versus El Grande Americano at WrestleMania 41? When we all know El Grande Americano is Chad Gable. Like, this is an angle, this is a gimmick that Chad Gable doesn't need. Like, just let Chad Gable be Chad Gable. I mean, this match, you know, Mysterio and Gable, it, you know, is a match that has potential to slap. But this ridiculous angle with El Grande Americano is just freaking stupid. I mean, they already tried with Shorty G, and that was lame. And now they got him as a fake luchador, and it's so dumb. Like, so dumb. Just for that, I hope Rey Mysterio wins, but it's a match that honestly might as well be a pee break match for me. Like, I just gotta keep it real. Just gotta keep it real. Hate to say it, but you know, and I love Rey Mysterio. I've met Rey Mysterio, but yeah, I could care less about this match. But if I had to pick somebody, Rey Mysterio, only because I am not feeling this El Grande Americano gimmick. I think it's dumb, but that's just me. All right. Let's go to our next match. Okay. We have the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. As the champion, the Ring General, Gunther, will defend against this year's Royal Rumble winner, main event, Jey Uso. I mean, yeah. I mean, let's keep it real. I know it's not a match that many are excited for, and I can completely understand. And then again, I don't think a lot of people expected Jey Uso to win the Royal Rumble. The interesting thing is, looking at this history, when it comes to singles matches, according to Cage Match, check this out. Gunther has defeated Jey Uso Actually, you know what? Let's include the dark matches and the house matches. Sure. So he's defeated Jey Uso once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's beaten Jey Uso 12 times with, let's see, 1, 2, 3 of those times being live, like on TV in front of a camera, live. So 3 out of those 12 times. Jey Uso has defeated Gunther once, let's see, 1, 2, 3 times. And all 3 times were, number 1, by DQ, and number 2, dark matches. So not even done in front of a camera. Yeah. I hate to say this, y'all, but don't be shocked if Jey Uso actually dethrones Gunther and becomes the new World Heavyweight Champion. Don't be surprised. I mean, we're talking about Gunther. This dude has had Jey Uso's number 12 times on and off camera. Jey Uso's been able to beat him 3 times, all by DQ and all off camera. So I can imagine if they're going to do this, they're going to do this where the biggest moment can be done at WrestleMania. So, honestly, y'all, I think Jey Uso's going to pull it off. I know a lot of people are not going to feel great about that, but I'm just, like I said, looking up this match history, it says a lot. It says a lot. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It says a lot. But, you know, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Okay. And then, oh, excuse me. And then next up, the main event of WrestleMania 41, night number 1, comes down to this. The triple threat match between Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk. Excuse me. Now, to keep it real with y'all, I could see this match definitely going the distance for obvious reasons. A key thing to keep in mind is that Paul Heyman will be in the corner of CM Punk. Now, will he be in his corner by the end of this match? I don't know. Because he is still the wise man of Roman Reigns. To be honest, I'm really not too sure who's going to win this. But don't be surprised if it ends up being CM Punk. And I know a lot of people probably are not going to like that, but yeah, it should be a great action-packed match, though. But yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say, but I'm gonna take a guess and say maybe CM Punk wins. But honestly, either of these three could win. So, but yeah, that's the card for night 1. And like I said, for night 1, really the only matches that really stand out to me that I'm somewhat invested in: Jade Cargill versus Naomi. The United States title match, LA Knight, Jacob Fatu. The triple threat main event. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins. And that's pretty much it. If I had to pick an honorable mention, maybe the World Tag Team title match, because I do like both teams, and hopefully they could put up a great match. So 3 to 4 matches in night 1 that I'm somewhat invested in. The rest, the women's title match, Rey Mysterio, Grande, Americano, even the World Heavyweight Championship match, really not invested in. Okay. Excuse me. So sorry. Alright, now let's switch gears to night 2. Same place, same venue, same time, all that jazz. Which I don't know when the pre-show starts, but I think the main starts at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 Eastern. But anyway, let's get started with the night 2 preview. Dang. Alright, night 2. Here we go. Alright, gonna start off with the ladies. triple threat for the Women's World Championship. The champion, Io Sky, defends against Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. I am really hoping that Io Sky retains. It will be a huge slap in her face if Rhea or Bianca wins. Now, don't get me wrong, Bianca did win the Elimination Chamber to earn this opportunity. And like I said, originally, I was hoping this wouldn't be a triple threat match, but here we are. Just the stupid shenanigans have led up to this. But, it is what it is. But I do pick Io Sky to hopefully retain. She came into WrestleMania 40 last year as champion, but lost to Bayley. So hopefully she won't lose this time. And will walk into WrestleMania 41 and leave WrestleMania 41 Women's World Champion. So Io's my pick. But it should be a good match, though. Especially with all three of these ladies, it should be a good match. Okay. This next match, I'm pretty interested in as well. Check this one out. We got ourselves a fatal four-way match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. The champion, Bron Breakker, will defend against Penta, Dominik Mysterio, and Finn Balor. In all honesty, as long as Dominik Mysterio doesn't win, I'll be happy with either of the other three. But should be an action-packed match. But I'll go out on a limb and say Bron Breakker retains the Intercontinental Championship. I think he'll retain. But if Penta or Finn win, I'll be happy. So, but yeah, a match I'm definitely interested in. Alrighty, let's go to our next match. Here we go. Alrighty, we got ourselves a Sin City street fight between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. This is a tough one because I like them both. I definitely like them both. Let me see who won the previous. Well, I mean, they do have history, that's for sure. They do have history. Ah, dang it. But yeah, they do have history. I think the last time they had a match against each other, I believe Damian won. Like, official match. So, honestly, this could go either way. And like I said, I like both. But I don't know. Maybe this is where Drew McIntyre bounces back and gets a victory. You know, he's going to be wearing the eye patch or whatnot. So I don't know. Maybe Drew McIntyre wins, but honestly, I'm okay with either Drew or Damian, because like I said, I like them both. So, yeah, I'm okay with either, but if I had to make a guess, Drew McIntyre. Alrighty. Let's keep going. Next match. Yeah. Singles match between AJ Styles and Logan Paul. I love AJ Styles, but I could care less about this match because of freaking Logan Paul. This might be the Night 2 P-Break match. I hope AJ Styles wins. That's all I can really say, but I could care less about this match. But I hope AJ Styles wins. Alright. Next match. The women's WWE Women's Tag Team Championships on the line. As the champions, the Judgment Day's Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. And they will be defending against the team of Women's Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria and Bayley. Why this is even a matchup is just ridiculous, especially being that Lyra is the Women's IC Champion. Like, y'all could have easily given her a title defense. Y'all could have easily given Chelsea Green, the Women's United States Champion, a title defense at WrestleMania 41. But yet, you could have had different teams. Heck, you could have had Katana Chance and Caden Carter in this position. You know, a legit team. But here we are. Here we are with this hoopla. Another match I could care less about, but I think Judgment Day is going to retain because it doesn't really make sense to have this match, but Judgment Day retains. That's all I can really say. Things are still up in the air about Randy Orton, whether he's going to have a match or not. I know he says he's going to get a match. It looks like, I'm guessing, it might end up being against Solo Sikoa. Honestly, I would rather like to see Nick Aldis versus Randy Orton, just given their recent history. But being that Solo interrupted him, it's probably going to end up being Solo Sikoa. Which I don't have anything against, but I'm down. If it comes down to that, so be it. But nothing made official. But we'll see. And then the main event of WrestleMania 41 Night 2. It's for the WWE, or the undisputed WWE Championship. As the champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, will defend against this year's Elimination Chamber winner, John Cena. Yep, another match I could care less about. But something tells me John Cena's going to end up winning. Hate to say it, but with this being his retirement road, they just might end up giving John Cena his one final title run for him to surpass Ric Flair. And this is probably the spot to do it. So, not really into this match, but I'll just go ahead and say John Cena's probably going to do it, but not really looking forward to this match. Anyway, excuse me. So when it comes to night 2, the only matches that I'm invested in are really just the Women's World Title match, that triple threat, the Intercontinental Fatal 4-Way match, the Sin City Street Fight. Those are really the only 3 matches that I'm invested in for night 2. But I mean, overall, y'all, it's a pretty weak card for the most part between both nights. I just I just really, let's just say I'm glad I'm not attending live, because I really feel like I would not have gotten my money's worth. And at the end of the day, I hope all these matches can end up being great, but I doubt they all will. But we'll see. We will see. But yeah, that's WrestleMania 41 for you. Like I said, I won't be attending it live. I will be checking out WWE World though, so definitely gonna be doing that. But yeah, that'll do it for this video. Definitely let me know y'all's thoughts on WrestleMania 41. Let me know what your predictions are, and let me know if you're actually going. You know. And as usual, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. My name is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. I will see y'all in the next video and our live stream. Laters.